Good morning and welcome to Self-Care Sunday. I feel really tired this morning. I've been awake since about 4:30 a.m. So it's definitely going to be a lazy Sunday for me. Anyway, self-care is still important, so I guess we're going to see what the universe recommends for us this week. Let's split the deck and see what the first lot of energy is. We have got the Eight of Swords, but it was in reverse, so this is actually really nice. Eight of Swords is usually when we perceive that we are stuck and blocked, but that we have no control over that. And there's some areas we don't have control over where there are blocks. But Eight of Swords will usually talk about the things that we do have control over, not the things we don't have control over. So seeing it in reverse means that there's parts of the collective that are finally starting to see that there are parts that they have control over, like how they respond to things, how they treat themselves, all those kinds of things. So that's really nice energy to see. And well done. Well fucking done. I don't know if they have reverses in this book, but I do believe it is worth having a look at anyway. So, in this book, the Eight of Swords represents asking you to take a look and realize just how many possibilities are actually before you. Don't look at all the things you can't access right now, but what is available to you right now. It's taking off that Eight of Swords blindfold, and seeing things as they are. Not how you told yourself or how other people told you they were, you know? And the Eight of Swords represents a type of freedom that you may not feel initially. It may not come and hit you like a truck, right? But it's something that will unfold over time. And that at any time you have the power to hit that reset button on how you respond to things, how you respond to yourself, and what you're willing to take on as one of your responsibilities, you know? I think I hit a really bad state of PDA this week, and I really had to sit with myself with it and, you know, remind myself that I don't have to carry the weight of the world, that it's not just on my shoulders to get things done. That I can just stick with my capacity and I can say no, and that doesn't make me a bad person. And I think, you know, that's a lesson I have to keep relearning, because of the lifelong conditioning, you know, like, anyway, the self-care goal for the Eight of Swords is go for a run or a fast walk or get on wheels or get in your wheelchair or power chair or on your walker. and walk at a pace that feels freeing for you. Go only as hard as is safe for you, and try and let out any of those negative emotions that have been holding you back. So start thinking and processing as you're walking as fast as your body is capable, wheeling as fast as you're capable of doing, as fast as your power chair goes. I don't know. Some of you in power chairs are thrill seekers. This I know. Anyway, use that movement to think about those things that are holding you back and release them. Move that energy. Emotion is energy in motion. So if you can remember that energy, the emotional energy, will sit in your body until you do something to transmute it and move it through into something that's beneficial for you, beneficial for the collective. But there is the tip with the self-care that, you know, for some people this will sound easy to do. For some people it's not going to be physically easy to do. For some it will be physically easy to do, but mentally there will be blocks. There will be okay, so what I can relate this to, long distance running has never been a strong point for me because I've always had trouble regulating my breathing. And so when my breathing starts to become hard for me to control is when my head kicks in and wants to give up. And I think it's important to note the difference. Is your body saying no, or is it your ego saying, no, you can't do this? When it's your body saying, no, I can't do this, listen. When it's your ego saying, no, I can't do this, say, who told you that? So yeah, when that ego steps in to tell you you're not capable of doing it, that's when you fire back with something positive about you, something that, yes, you are capable, yes, you are able, yes, you know. And the little affirmation that goes with this card is, I am not my thoughts and my thoughts are not me. And this is fucking true. All right, let's actually pull some cards now. Let's see how many the universe wants to give us, because I was thinking that I probably shouldn't just be pulling one card. Hang on, let me try and get them all up the right way so we don't have like unnecessary reverses in here. Okay, you will go that way. Oh, you know, it could be that I have the deck upside down too. Very normal sin stuff. All right. Let us split the deck. So these have even got me this morning with my bed hair and all my, like, I've been picking the fuck out of my face. I gotta stop that shit. I fucking picked a pimple on my cheek the other day and it bled for about 10 minutes, like dripping blood down my face. And I was like, Sin, stop fucking picking at yourself. Oh. All right, last split. Let's shuffle. Well, 2 major arcana. We got the Empress and the Devil. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. And when I pull multiple cards in Self-Care Sunday, it doesn't mean that you've got to do it all. Do what resonates with you, because not everything is going to resonate, all right? Don't make it fit if it doesn't. There's no forcing a square peg in a round hole on this channel, okay? This one wants to come out. The 5 of Swords. All right. The Lovers. I'll let you in on a little secret. I did a reading for myself this morning. And it kind of freaks me out when this shit happens. Bottom of the deck energy was the 4 of Wands. First split was the Lovers. Second split was the 2 of Cups. Third split was the Hierophant. And I've watched enough tarot readings on YouTube to know what they would all draw the conclusion with that. Anyway, so for the Lovers to come out bottom of the deck energy for this is quite funny, because 5 of Swords also came out in my readings. So, look, when this happens, I take it as I am part of this collective. So if this is an experience that I'm having, then the likelihood is that somebody else in the collective is having similar experiences. So it doesn't typically faze me when cards come out that have also come out for me, because, well, it just makes sense, right? Anyway, let's find all the self-care that goes with these cards. Let's bear in mind that there are 3 major arcana. Major arcana means these are important to take note of, all right? So let's start with the bottom of the deck energy before we move to the cards there. So for the Lovers, the meaning of the card itself is choosing to witness and cherish ourselves in all our divinity, is choosing to align our outward actions with our innermost desires. Doing what feels good instead of what others would want from us. This card appears when we need to decide to embrace intimacy, vulnerability, and real talk. There is a mirror in your partner or close friend's eyes, so try to see yourself the way they see you and life will open up. I think this ties in nicely with the reverse 8 of Swords, okay? So it's about that real talk. It's about understanding and acknowledging and accepting that what our ego, unhealthy ego, says to us is not real talk. It's fear talk, yeah? So the self-care that goes with the Lover's card is keep a piece of rose quartz crystal in your bag or anything else pink. So if you are someone that doesn't do crystals, find something else that's pink and carry it with you everywhere this week. Once a day, hold the item in both hands, close your eyes and say this card's affirmation, which is, I choose to love and accept myself. I open myself to being truly seen. As well as This shorter one. I transform fear into love. Repeat it a few times, breathing deeply, and with every exhale, letting go a little more each time. Okay, so that's the underlying energy for these cards, okay? So let's have a look at the Empress. The Empress is about the embodiment of creative energy. You know, Mother Earth, who is endlessly producing for our survival. This card is asking you to reconnect with your nurturing divine energy, to nurture your sensuality and celebrate your fierce capacity to love and to grow. The Empress makes things happen within and without. This is your moment to see your passions realized, to give and receive equally. And the self-care for this card is to paint your nails. Treat yourself to 20 minutes of nail painting, even if you've never done it before, and use that time to admire your handiwork, as well as meditate on all the ways you can shower your love and affection on the people in your life while anticipating it in return. Then we've got the Devil. So the Devil is talking about our shadow. So this is going to be self-care in relation to any shadows that you might have, that you're working on at the moment, that you're avoiding at the moment, that you're unaware of at the moment. You know, tick a box. Our shadow is the basement of the mind, containing anything we repress. The Devil represents the illusion of separation between our consciousness and our shadow selves. This card shows up when we're ready to face what we've been denying about ourselves. Not facing this leads to anxiety and dependency and addiction, whatever that means to you. The only thing trapping you now is your own shame and guilt. Accept and wholly embrace all parts of yourself so you can feel free. The self-care for this card. Embrace your shadow by indulging in some wild fun. Go to a party, become more sexually adventurous, embody the spirit of Dionysian pleasure responsibly. Anything that makes you feel more free and whole. There is nothing scary or evil within you. There is only you. Accepting yourself is absolutely non-negotiable. The affirmation that goes with this card is, I acknowledge the denied parts of myself and detach from oppressive bonds. And then the Five of Swords. So the self-care for Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is, you know, when you're dealing with some shady kind of behavior within yourself. I like to see like the swords being the air, represented by air, and air is our thinking and communication and all that kind of stuff. That it's when you are having that internal thought battle that spills out into connections, into your day-to-day life kind of thing, where there's conflict and self-betrayal, things like that. So the self-care for this is, self-empathy is the term used in non-violent communication, a strategy for conflict resolution and effective communication between people. to describe the cultivation of peace and self-compassion. It means asking yourself 4 questions. What am I observing? What am I needing right now? Do I have a request of myself or someone else? What am I feeling right now? Write your answers down when in conflict to help move away from a place of judgment. Anyway, I hope Self-Care Sunday is great for you guys, and I will catch you later. I'm planning on doing another reading.